Previously on Kenny and Nell.
You guys.
Hi.
We are on official enticing media business today. We are leaving the house and we are going on a client visit and you're coming along.
I'm a tiny bit frightened about this. And I have a feeling you'll see why in a little bit.
Yeah. Otherwise, off we go for some cool bug fun.
Let's go.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine.
No.
You're fine. You can do it.
Here. The beetle.
Hold the beetle.
Look, he's even playing dead.
Come
Okay, I'll
on.
hold the
Anybody can hold a beetle. Nice flat hands.
Okay.
And see, here's what I tell people. The trick to bugs is flat hands. Whereas usually when people, humans, kids, whatever, when we try to hold bugs, the first thing we do is we cup them, control them, and contain them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why the bee stings you.
Yeah.
If you were to flatten your hand out and let the bee walk around, he'll walk around and then he'll fly.
He is definitely playing dead. Oh, he's coming alive.
popping back. Once he realizes there's no threat, then he'll meander, dump it.
See, look how comfortable you are now.
If I take,
No, I'm just...
if I take a,
I don't want him to jump on the ground. Oh, Jesus.
Did he play dead again?
No, he keeps like...
it tumbles over.
He tumbles over when he goes from one hand to the
Well, you
next.
got to realize
Clumsy.
they're used to being on sand. They're used to being on flat surfaces and ground. They don't do a lot of climbing.
He's cute.
You think he just
I
jumped?
like him.
The other cool thing is ultraviolet light.
Oh.
They glow.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you can't get that to come across on camera.
It's going to blur because there's.
Yeah.
Here, maybe back off a little bit there.
Oh, that's so cool.
They glow under ultraviolet,
That
and
is so
all
cool.
the all the true scorpions do. So when I go somewhere, anywhere in the world, but if I go somewhere there's scorpions, I always go out at night and hunt scorpions because making scorpions glow is just too cool. I mean, what is there not to love about that? That's
really cool.
Yeah, for real. And it's unfortunate that nobody teaches us that when we're 10 years old. The venom isn't built for us. If he stings me, nothing happens. Just doesn't. It's not built for me.
Yeah.
There you go, just like that. Super easy stuff. And you're going to find out. It's not the big deal your mind wants it to be. And in fact, after a few minutes, you're going to realize it's pretty uneventful and it becomes kind of boring. He might shift. He might move. Don't freak out if he does that. All he's doing is trying
Are
to
you
find
going to keep him from
Yeah,
falling?
I'll wrangle him. Flat hands are all you need. And the flatter you keep your hand, the better it is because then they can lay down and get warm. That's why bugs try to go away from us because we curl up on them. They can't lay down and get warm. So they'll crawl out.
So-
a lot of times they'll come up on your arm and stop moving because now they can get warm.
What is it that you hear about scorpions like stinging people and stuff? What?
Some of that's true.
Because they
Little
like,
scorpions
snuck up on them or something?
No,
or...
they don't know you exist. Little scorpions do get in people's shoes and boots. Little scorpions do get in people's sleeping bags. Little scorpions do come in people's homes. That's a fact out west.
Little ones.
Little ones.
Like
and
half
guess what?
the size?
Little ones, like little.
Oh.
But the smaller the scorpion is, the more it's going to hurt. Not kill, but hurt. And that's because when you're little, everything bigger than you is trying to kill you and eat you. When you're really big, nothing messes with you.
He's literally just not doing anything.
That's nothing. This is the whole. It's proving it. I'm talking to keep his mind off of it, but at the same time, he's proving everything I said true.
Look how cool he is.
He's literally not moved.
He's literally doing nothing.
You are also an animal whisperer. Do you realize that?
No.
Like, cats just
And
come
cat.
to him.
But here you've been holding this bug now for 2 or 3 minutes. When a minute ago, you were backing into the wall because it might bite you. I totally get it.
That wall wasn't far enough away from him.
Exactly, and I totally get that. You can see his eyeballs up on top. See 2 little black dots?
Oh, is that what that is?
Those are his eyes,
Oh, yeah, I can't get that.
and they don't see well. They're not. They're back it down a little bit. You can probably see better. I'm gonna let you pet her so you can feel that she's soft as a kitty. Anywhere you want. They don't care.
Aw. Can I pet her?
Yeah, I insist. Good.
Oh, she is cute.
Literally soft as a kitty. And same rule applies. Flat hands, they'll sit down and they'll chill. That's what they do. If I curl my hand, she's going to push up my arm. And that's not because she's coming after me, because I just made her do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you've
That's the
kinda
reaction.
forced
I
her
can
that way.
I can back her up. Well, people don't know that. The first thing I do is I make flat hands, and then they'll hold the bug. And when I don't keep my eyes on it, without even realizing, just because it's human nature, they curl.
Yeah.
Because we want to cup and control and contain. Well, the first thing she did was went to this hand, and if I left it like that, she's going to turn and come up here and sit. It's only a matter of time. Flat hand. Flatter's better because that way they can lay down and get warm. It has nothing to do with you.
Oh.
She doesn't know you exist.
Can you give me a look for a thumbnail?
That's awesome. Now watch. No. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna test. Keep your hand flat. Don't move. Don't move. Watch. See what she did?
Well, she backed up.
Right back on again.
Because she's like,
So she doesn't want to do this.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to go upside down. She's heavy.
Yeah.
You know, not by our standard, but by her standard.
Yeah.
If she goes upside down, she stands a real good chance of falling.
yeah.
Sure.
They don't want to fall. They recognize that as a threat. Even if it's, it's not a threat in the direct sense that we think of a threat, it's a threat to her. So she doesn't do it. She'll go to the edge, she'll lean over, she'll be like, yep, nowhere to go. Come right back again.
Well, you
Because her eyes are up here. She can't see what's down here.
Yeah.
It's just, they use their legs and feel for it. And if there's nowhere to go,
Well, that's what I would do.
she comes right back up, and that's where she sits.
That's crazy.
And your hands are warm, and there's no threat. And this is what bugs do. Walks one of the biggest walking sticks in the world, from Thailand in this case, walks it up a lady's leg and puts it in her hair, and everybody's freaking out. And now all of a sudden, everybody's afraid of a walking stick because they saw it attack a lady in a Hollywood in a movie. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do to nature. We take totally harmless nature, we make it dangerous, bad, and scary, arachnophobia, and then we turn around and we tell people that these will hurt you or kill you.
That is a massive bug.
Yeah, that's a big phasmid out of Malaysia. They're cool. Harmless, just another walking stick. But here you are, camped out with a spider on your hand now for 5 minutes. And what is she doing?
She's loving life.
Really
Well, she
nothing.
doesn't know life. But you're not a threat. And she'll sit there.
I'm surprised that
She'll sit there probably all day long.
she has legs that aren't touching anything.
She'll react. She'll react.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't bite.
Huh.
She doesn't run.
Yeah.
She reacts.
Huh.
And this is how you train your brain. And if you do that enough, you do it often enough, you can walk yourself right out of all that unfounded, unnecessary fear that you've been programmed on your whole life.
Hello.
See if she'll sit. Yep, there you go. She was trying to get on one hand. That's all she was doing.
They do feel like little kitten Q-tips.
Yeah, when they walk, there's
cute.
little pads on the feet, so you don't feel claws. There are claws, and if she has to crawl up over top of something, like if you were to tilt your hand and make her hold on, you'd feel the claws kind of engage. Watch, I'll show you what I mean. You'll feel the claws kind of engage.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
feel the grab? It grabs hold. But as soon as you put them back, as soon as you put them back down, they don't have to engage anymore. So they go back. They push them back into the pads.
Yeah.
And they have little hairy pads. Is all it is.
Yeah.
They're just.
Yeah, they're little
Feels like Q-tips.
they're little, really fuzzy Q-tips.
And the spiders there's spiders with 2 hooks, 2 tarsal, the claws, and there's spiders with 3. And typically the spiders with 3 are the arboreal ones. They're the ones that will climb trees. Yeah, go ahead and pet her.
She's so soft.
And see that how she hardly cares. Everything she's doing right there is a reaction, but she doesn't care because this is never a threat.
Yeah. She's so soft. I could just pet her all day.
Mm-hmm. Nobody sees that coming, man. Everybody's expecting all the scratchy, bitey, running and jumping. And this is the real world. This is
Just so cute.
This is what bugs will do.
They're so cute.
So just like when you saw me pull that one out of the burrow in Arizona, and then one of the first things I did was put it in my hands, and it laid there.
Yeah.
Didn't care. Brand new tarantula, fresh out of a burrow, totally wild tarantula, and all it did was laid there and got comfortable in my hands. Because this is never a threat.
Yeah.
Super easy stuff.
Oh, so cute. Yeah, I don't understand why it's seen as
let me start this way.
like you have a dirty house if you have.
Is it biting me? Stinging me, hurting me?
assume not.
No, because they can't. No cockroach anywhere on the planet can bite you, sting you, hurt you. But that's not what we tell each other. We tell each other, be careful, it might bite. Because, first of all, understand, grown-ups, especially grown-ups, love to hate cockroaches.
But how did it earn that stigma?
I think because they come in our homes, and nobody wants, and if they're left in your homes and they're left unattended,
It's clearly not.
they can create a dirty environment. But you got to realize, why are they in your house in the first place? 2 reasons. first, the number one place to get cockroaches and bring them to your home is the grocery store. We all go to the grocery store, like 75 trips a year. And you're not bringing home the largest cockroaches in the world. You bring home cockroaches about the size of your pinky nail. They don't like your noise and your commotion. They don't know what you are. They don't know what your house is, but that's a lot of threat. So we bring them home in our grocery bags, into our kitchens, turn them loose, because you're not thinking bugs, you're thinking groceries. Turn them loose. They hide under your stoves and refrigerators until you go to bed at night, and your little bugs are going to come out, and they do what every bug and every insect on the planet does every day. They look for food and water and stay alive. They don't bite you. They don't sting you. They don't carry diseases. A lot of people think you can catch diseases from cockroaches. You're not going to catch a disease from a cockroach. People that are allergic to cockroaches are allergic to cockroach poop. They're not allergic to cockroaches. They're allergic to their poop. So even then the bug isn't a problem. But even if you're allergic to bees or you're allergic to spiders or you're allergic to cockroach poop, it doesn't make the bugs bad and it doesn't make them dangerous. It just means your body doesn't agree with it. Which is why some people are immune to a rattlesnake bite, but a honeybee might kill them. It's a protein buildup in a venom that does it. That's how your body's going to react. But if it can't bite you, can't hurt you, and can't sting you.
Oh, I didn't like the feel of that.
Come here.
No, sorry. I didn't like it.
That's okay. You didn't give him a chance. You bounce him off your hand.
He hissed at me.
We're going to explain that to you. I'll explain that to you. Come here.
I don't like it.
Put your hand up. You can do this. Look, this one isn't
I
going to run.
can't do it. I didn't like it.
It's not going to
I
run.
didn't like it.
Come
I
here.
don't
You
like
can do
it. I don't like it. Can we just talk about
No,
it?
why don't you come hold it? Come here.
Oh,
Look, you made him hold a bug.
I know.
I didn't make him. You made him. So come on, let's do this.
But I don't like it.
This is why you should do it.
I don't know why that freaked me out.
Because it did something you didn't expect. Come on. What you didn't do was gave it a chance to stop walking around. It tried to walk and it freaked you out, and that's okay. Come on.
But I think it hissed. I didn't
And that was funny thing. I just got done telling her it can't bite you, sting you, hurt
I know,
you.
but
But you acted like it was going to bite you and sting you and hurt you. That's your mind.
I don't like the feel of it.
That's your mind getting in the way of a. You can let go of your arm. That's your mind getting in the way of a good time. That's all that is. Okay, but watch what the bug is doing and rationalize with yourself what it is actually doing. Is it biting you? Is it stinging you? Is it hurt? Is it running up your
I
arms?
don't like the feel of it.
That's okay. It tickles more than it doesn't hurt.
I am a ticklish person.
It hurt. They don't tickle.
I'm a very ticklish person. Maybe that's part of the reason.
But the reality is that it's doing nothing.
I know.
It's walking around smelling pizza on your hands. That's all it's
smelling
doing.
pizza.
Now, the hissing is pretty cool.
No, it's not.
No, it is. Because look, I'm going to make him hiss if he'll do it. He did it for you. I'm hoping he'll do it for me. There he goes. He's thinking about it. Okay. So think about this. If you live in the African rainforest and you only come out at night,
yeah, that's crazy.
And you can't bite or sting or hurt anybody.
Yeah. That's what you got to do.
Because I've been there. But if you're walking through the forest at night and you bump into something in the dark
yeah.
and it hisses at you,
You're scared.
what's your reaction?
You're scared.
And guess who gets to live another day?
Yeah.
They don't know what you are. They just know in the dark where they're down here trying to get food and drink and stay alive one more day, something just disturbed them. Something might be a threat. So they blow air out of the spiracles. There's little holes.
Oh.
See,
I see it contracting.
But watch. I can shut it off too if you'll keep doing it. I can actually put my fingers over them and it keeps them from.
Crazy.
But that's how insects breathe. They don't breathe through their mouth. They eat and drink with their mouth. They breathe through spiracles, the holes on the sides of the body.
That's wild.
This is the premise of the collection. So even though I keep a couple things downstairs, the majority of the displays that I use in programs and exhibits and things stay in this room. Just a little more, it's easier for me to organize it in my head. It also makes it quick and simple. It also keeps it from being a problem and getting all the way downstairs.
Sure, yeah.
So I already showed you this guy. These are the dung beetles. Just a big old box of dung beetles from all over the world. Dung beetles obviously are after poop. These are poop beetles. And everything in here is. So you've got beetles up here that will burrow under the ground and they hide under cow patties and different things like that. And you got other ones that are out of Africa and Asia that will come after the elephant poop. And if you haven't been to Africa yet, the elephant poop is like a stack of bowling balls about that high.
Wow.
So it takes
Not
takes
surprised.
big beetles to carry that poop away and bury it. And that's what they do. They roll it in a bowl and bury it and lay eggs in it. So a lot of these are going to be listed as promo. A lot of these are going to be listed for different aspects. But you're going to notice these are mostly, for the most part, these are going to be really well organized, and they're all going to be kind of wow and showy, because these are the ones that I've pulled off of a lot of that stuff from these other cabinets to create those type of promotional displays. Because usually this isn't how you're going to see collections organized. The beetles would all be together, the manages would all be together, the stick bugs would all be in their own separate little places. And this is a nice collage of mostly Pennsylvania. But when I'm at an exhibit, people will ask about murder hornets.
I was going to say, is that a murder?
Nope, that's our native. That's our cicada killer. Here's
the cicada killer.
Cicada killer, yeah. The European hornet, which gets confused with the murder hornets.
Right.
The Asian giant hornet was never around here anyway. But we have tons of these.
Okay.
So that one of those folders that I have for you is called Hunting with Hornets, where I'm sitting there and I've got hornets. That's what these are. They're buzzing my face like right off the end of my nose. They don't know I'm there. They care, but they're attracted to the spotted lanternfly honeydew that's on the tree. So I'm sitting there trying to hunt, and while I'm hunting, I've got these big old hornets buzzing right around, and they'll land on me sometimes, or they'll walk. They're like right behind my head, walking around on the tree. But there's your murder hornets. I get questions about bullet ants. I get questions about the Chagas bug, which you see that on the internet all the time. People make a big deal out of the Chagas disease, and you'll see, if you see one of these beetles, call the Poison Control Center. That's all such hype. People live with Chagas, and they're not even around here, but they're out south, southern, southwest, and they're into South America. And I know people that have been bitten by those things already. They don't. It's kind of like the brown recluse. If one bites you, it doesn't guarantee you there's going to be a problem. Your body's got to react to it first. But they're stink bugs. Most people don't realize that we have the brown marmorated stink bug, but we've also got a bunch of native stink bugs, including predatory stink bugs that will eat the brown marmorated stink bug. And people don't get that. Okay. Because we don't talk about that stuff. We talk about murder hornets and tarantulas killing people. These are tarantula hawks. And I don't get too many questions about these, but they're fun because they go out at night and hunt tarantulas. And if you remember, maybe you do, maybe you don't, the one Arizona video we launched where we had the black lights and we're looking for stuff, we got mobbed by a bunch of tarantula hawks because they were out, the females were out flying looking for tarantulas, and the males were out hunting the female wasps. So we got mobbed by a big swarm of tarantula hawks that don't even travel in swarms. They were all individual. They're all solitary.
Oh my gosh.
And again, most of these are collected. Most of these are from all over the world. Central South America, Asia, Thailand. There's the dung beetles again. I gotta label that one because I'm forgetting that one. There's a nice collage. You can tell the ones that go on exhibits because I keep my business cards labeled. A nice, just a cool variety. You notice the gold and the silvers.
And look at the blues.
And the blues.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And you got stags. And it's just a nice variety of families of beetles that include some of the weird stuff, but also some of the more unusual stuff. There isn't a beetle that bites and stings and hurts anybody. They're all harmless. These guys all, as adults, they feed on fruit.
So just for like reference, this is the size of my finger. And this is the beetle. That's crazy.
Yeah. The thing you're seeing here that I'm going through right now is in all these other cabinets.
Yeah.
Just this is a primary one that I can pull out of one and cover the majority of the bases of what I want. Remember Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, wow.
Death's Head Hawk Moth. See the skull on the top?
I do.
That's crazy.
That's the one that got famous in the movie. Filled with this stuff. But it's nicer when I can put a nice variety together, put it on the table, and not have to display 5 boxes instead I display one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that way, if I'm doing 4 tables, I still could cover all my bases. Whereas if I'm doing 16 tables or 12 tables up at Penn State, well, then I just grab boxes. I still take these, but then I just grab additional boxes out of all these other, and just amp out until I cover enough for 10 or 12 or 15 tables. Butterflies, but then that's also because people don't realize there are some really colorful moths.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are all related to monarchs all over the world. And then we have our classic monarch. And then you get to Hawaii and you get to a variety of places. Every now and then it pumps out a white monarch. And there was a place up in central PA, north of here, where a nursery ended up with a whole bunch of white monarchs, where they had a female come in and lay eggs, and she collected the eggs, not realizing they were all going to hatch out into white monarchs. Oh. She ended up rearing white monarchs for like a year and a half because she had a nice colony of white monarchs going on. So she gave me this. And these are all swallowtails. This is one family that I found as many different varieties of the swallowtails as I could, put them into one display. Whereas in reality, I've got drawers of each one of these families to build drawers for events. Mm-hmm. And I will eventually use this drawer to build displays for people working for me. So it's nice when I have duplicates.
Yeah.
I didn't collect all those. A lot of those are stuff that were in boxes that are being mounted up. Some of those I did collect, but a lot of those I didn't even collect. Those are the ones that were given to me over the years, or they're still dupes that are left over from the dude who originally gave me a lot of the bugs out of Cali. Hey folks, be sure you like and subscribe to what's going on here. If you like this channel, then tap that subscribe button and let us know how much you appreciate it. Get in on some of the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. And offer whatever support you can, because we always appreciate everything our fans are doing for us. All right, man. Thanks a lot. Take care.